In this tutorial, I'll show you how to model Cascaded Multilevel Inverter in Simulink. Okay, and I will cover 5 to 11 level Cascaded Multilevel Inverter. Okay, and in this video, I'll only cover the 5 level multi-level inverter, and the next video will cover the 7, 9, and 11. Okay, so for making the 5 level multi-level inverter, firstly I am taking power GY block. Okay, power GY block. Okay, and then firstly we have to make our HBs. Okay, for that I am taking IGBT block. Okay, this is an IGBT, and I'm rotating this block and flip block to left and right. Okay, and this will be our first HBs. Okay, okay, now make the HBs. Okay, and okay, and we need a DC voltage source. Okay, and I'm connecting it to here. Now our DC voltage source amplitude is at 100. I'm taking it as it is. So again we have to copy this first is this, and we have to paste it here. Okay, okay, and we have to connect the first second leg to a second is first leg. Okay, so this will basically make our cascaded inverter. Okay, and then we need to generate the gate pulses for the 8 IGBT. Okay, for that I'm taking from and photo block. Okay, and then I will generate all the gate pulses. This will be, sorry, photo block. So so this is our first gate pulse, and I'm renaming it as G1. Okay, and this gate pulse will be same as it is G1. Okay, and I will generate the gate pulses, don't worry. And this will be our gate pulse to G2. Okay, and the same gate pulse will be added here, G2. Okay, and then this will be our G3. Okay, G3, and similarly the G3 will be connected here. Okay, and this is a G4 block. Okay, G4, and similarly this will be also our G4 block. Okay, so all the circuit arrangement is done. Okay, and then we need a voltage measurement block to see the output. Okay, so the first positive terminal will be connected, the first leg of the first HBs, and the negative terminal will be connected here. So this will be our output voltage. Okay, and I'm connecting to our scope here. Okay, so our 5 level inverter is done. Now we have to generate our gate pulses. Okay, firstly we need to take our sine wave block. So this is our sine wave, and its amplitude will be 2. Okay, and frequency you want it as 50 hertz. Okay, as it is rad per second, you have to multiply it by twice pi and 50. Okay, now click OK, and then we will need a relational operator block. Relational operator block, sorry. So this is relational operator block, and its sign will be greater than or equal. Okay, and again we need a repeating sequence block. Okay, type repeating sequence here, and here I have taken the time value here. Okay, just I take the time value to here. Okay, and output value will be like this, control P. Okay, so this is the time value and this is the output. Okay, so this is our first repeating sequence block, the time value and the output value. Okay, and we have to connect the sine wave to the first terminal of the repeating sequence block, and the relational operator, and the second terminal will be connected to repeating sequence, and this will be our get pulse 1. Okay, so I'm renaming it as G1. So our G1 is generated. Okay, and then we will need another relational operator block here, and we will need a gain block here. Okay, and its gain value will be -1. Okay, now the gain input will be connected to the sine wave, and we have to check the repeating sequence block here again, and this will be our G2. Okay, so G1 G2 is done. Again we have to take the relational operator block here. Okay, and we have to connect it here, and this will be our G3. Okay, so I'm renaming it as G3. I will have to copy the repeating sequence block here again, but we have to change the output value. Okay, and it will be 1, then 2, then again 1, then 2, and then 1. Okay, so our G3 is okay, and now we have to take the gain block here again, and the relational operator block here. Okay, and this will be our G4. Okay, so this is our G4, and we have to copy the repeating sequence block here again. So now our model is done, and I'm setting stop time as 0.1 second is enough, I think. So this is our 2 HBs. Okay, and the 4 gate pulses here. Okay, now I'm running this model. Now we can check the output here. Okay, so this is our 5 level output: 0, 100, 200, and -100 and 200. Okay, so this is the way you can um, model your 5 level inverter in Simulink. Okay, so in the next video I'll cover on the 7th level multi-level inverter. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.